Maido! Hi there, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about building your presentation. Prezen o master shimashou. This is the 8th year of the Presentation Japan Series podcast. We're beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anatomo Prezen no Tachijin. Plus, Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muru ni Suru wa Yamimashou, and all are available on Amazon. Through this podcast, I want to help you become a better speaker to be 1, clear, 2, confident, 3, persuasive, 4, highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday, the Business Tachijin no Oshie show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcasto show. Fridays, the Japan Business Master Show podcast, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 369. Today, we are talking about how to construct your presentation in Japan. There's a famous speech construct, which we've all heard. Tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them. Then tell them what you just told them. Basically, this says, open the talk by flagging what your central thesis is, expound on that thesis, and then in the summary, revisit the key points. There's nothing wrong with that approach, except that it's a bit basic and boring. Apart from that, it's fine. Given the bombardment we all face every day from the media, social media, and advertising, we have to rise above the deluge and stand out or be washed away with the mass effluent. How do we do that? How can we do that? Here is a simple formula we can use when constructing our talk. We can create our talk and involve some central characters. There will be the villain. Could be a person or a system or an issue or anything which is a danger to getting done what needs to be accomplished. Also, we need to add a burr under the saddle of the audience. We need to outline how bad things will become if we don't take the action we are suggesting, and take that action right now. Make the audience the hero of the talk. For ourselves, we play the role of the wise sage, the guide, suggesting what would be the best approach to overcome this issue. We outline the call to action and we clarify the plan. Finally, we make clear the benefits of the outcome we are suggesting. A good place to start is with the villain. We need to open the talk in a way which will break through all of the competing messages inside the mind of our listeners. Today, they have a lot going on. They are worried about things they cannot control which happened in the past. They are anxious about the things they need to be doing right now. Additionally, they are projecting forward to drag in concerns which will appear in the future. In the midst of this maelstrom, we innocently turn up to give our little talk. The opening is designed to smash through all the noise and grab the audience by the throat. We need to force them to put their phone down, stop thinking about something else, and give us their full attention. Bad news sells. We know that because look at what we are served up by the media all of the time. If it bleeds, it leads is a classic headline filtering exercise by newspaper editors. So, let's start strong with a big downside. For example, we in business are all doomed because we won't be able to recruit the staff we need due to the shortage of workers here in Japan. Hopefully, that start will set off 100 thuds as mobile phones hit the tables in the room and all eyes are fixed on you. Having grabbed their attention, we now go into detail on how bad it is and will become. We must make a strong case that if we don't take action now, then Armageddon is just around the corner. For most people, doing nothing is thought to be a zero-cost option, but we destroy that notion. The implications of no action have to be laid out in full. At this point, we need data, statistics, evidence, proof to make our point. Opinions are interesting, but so what? We want to know the facts to make up our own mind, and this is when we give them to the listeners. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. We do them in Japanese, we do them in English, we do them in our super safe classroom, and we do them live online. Our show today is being brought to you by, on the 3rd of February, our Dale Carnegie course. That's a 12-week course. On the 15th of February, we're doing leadership training for managers over 3 days. And on the 19th and 20th of February, we're doing high impact presentations. March 1st, we'll do another round of Dale Carnegie course. Go to our website, dale-carnegie.co.jp. That's Dale, D-A-L-E Carnegie, C-A-R-N-E-G-I-E.co.jp. Lots and lots of value there for you. To do better in Japan, email me at greg.story, that's greg.story, S-T-O-R-Y, at dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 2,300 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs right up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Get my best-selling books on business in Japan. The Bible on Selling, Japan Sales Mastery, that's Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, which is Anatomo Present no Tachijin in translation, plus Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Mudnisu no Yamimashou. And all are available on Amazon. Welcome back. We make the audience the hero, and we appeal to their better selves to make the right decision. Don't leave this to chance. We try to control their reaction to what we are saying by setting it up during the talk. Our explanation will include statements like, I'm sure now that you've heard the numbers, you can see that, blah, blah, blah. And, based on the data, I'm sure we'll all agree that, blah, blah, blah. And, I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but I'm sure we'd all prefer to be forearmed and forewarned for a difficult future. So you can see why I'm giving this talk now and invite you to take action today. We, as their wise guide, come with the solution, outline what action they need to take in detail, and save them all the work needed to fix the issue. Our plan is outlined comprehensively, and we include some what-if scenarios. Do this because we must anticipate what the pushback will be from the audience before we give the talk. Don't allow any doubts or concerns about what we are saying to fester while we are giving the talk. We go after them during the talk. Try to completely crush these objections and do that inside your talk before you get to the Q&A. The success they will have from taking our advice has to be concrete, simple, and presented in a way which will make it doable for the audience to adopt. We try to have them visualize the changes they need to make inside their firm to adapt what we're outlining to make it their reality. Get them to see the benefits in their mind's eye through using word pictures. When we parade the central characters in the story and arrange the talk using them, we create a presentation which will grip everyone's attention. We can do this despite all the temptations of the internet, which, by the way, is within easy grasp and only a few clicks away for everybody. Old formulas for talks are fading fast as audience attention spans shrink, patience disappears, and time is in shorter supply. As presenters, we must lift our game and go harder to break through all the barriers to our messages. If we do this, then we will stand out from the crowd, and our personal and professional brands will not only be protected but enhanced. Did you get value from today's show? If you did, then share the love around with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Until the next episode, go out there and apply the learnings from today and become a presentations legend amongst your circle. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in next week. Remember, I'm in your corner, your go-to guy for soft skills training in Tokyo, committed to your success here in Nippon.